Hi everybody, I want you to hold on to your hats today. I'm going to make a cookie. The name of it is I Want to Marry You Cookies. So according to the author of this cookie, if you make it, you have a guaranteed proposal, or somebody that's so addicted to your cookies you'll see them all the time. They'll be back to see you more and more. Or they'll ask you to marry them. So all of you singles out there, men and women, heads up on this one. Alright, there's a lot of ingredients, so we're going to get started. This is 2 sticks of melted butter. Excuse me, that's 1 cup. I'm going to add a cup and a quarter of brown sugar. And a half a cup of white sugar. And we're going to stir this up until it's smooth. Now the next thing they ask you to do after you have stirred this and gotten it all smooth is to put it in the refrigerator for 10 minutes to just chill it. So we'll be back. Alright, our mixture has chilled in the refrigerator for 10 minutes. Now I'm going to, in this little bowl, I've got 1 whole egg and 1 egg yolk. That is going in. And a teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm going to get that incorporated. Get the rest of this egg out of here. I try to do things right-handed. Some things I can, but... Alright, we're going to get this incorporated in here. I'd already scrambled that egg together. I don't know if I told you that. But all of you lucky people that are looking for a husband or a wife, or you know, somebody special in your life, you may already have a husband or wife and just want to endear them closer to you. Alright, that looks to me as if it's incorporated. I'm going to set this aside a minute. Sorry, I got a glass of water here. I'm hoping it won't keep me from coughing so much. Alright, in this bowl, in this big bowl, I've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour, a cup of uncooked rolled oats, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, a half a teaspoon of salt, a quarter of a teaspoon of cinnamon. Can you see it there? There it is. And we're going to incorporate the liquid into this, but before I do that, I want to halfway get this stuff, you know, mixed together so it won't be so hard when I've got a feeling this is going to be a thick batter. I don't have anybody I'm chasing after or want to chase after me, but maybe some of you all do. I need to hear from you. You've got to let me know if this cookie works. Alright. honestly think that's pretty well mixed. Here goes the eggs and sugars and butter. I told you how my mother always used to ask us if we wanted to lick the bowl and there was never anything in there. Well, you know, I've told you before, there was 5 of us. So 2 people got the bowl. 2 of us kids got the bowl. 2 of them got the beaters. And 1 always got the spatula. And I always thought the person that got the spatula is the one that lucked out. Anyway, all right. We're going to combine this. I'll tell you what, when I get it combined, I'll bring you back. All right, there really wasn't anything to combine in that. Now we're going to add the chips. This is a cup of chocolate chips, and it's supposed to be a cup of white chocolate chips, but I'm straying from the recipe. I'm only using a half a cup of white chocolate chips and a cup of chocolate chips, and I roughly chopped a half a cup of toasted pecans. I just can't imagine a cookie without any nuts. I don't know. So I'm going to get all this in here together again, and then I'll bring you back. Alright, we're back. And I have a little story about these cookies. I don't know if you can see these 2 down here at the end? That was my first batch of cookies, and I put 20 cookies on this large cooking sheet, put it in the center rack at 325 like the directions said, and those cookies weren't done until they were in there 30 minutes. And I just want to show you the texture of this cookie. It's more soft, and the bottom's done and all, but I wasn't happy with that. 30 minutes, the directions said 12 to 14. So I moved my oven rack from the center of the oven to the next one up, and I turned the oven up to 350. These are the result of that. To me, a much finer cookie, but guess what? They baked 32 minutes. So the recipe is off. Now this is harder. See, it's a more crisp cookie. Now Sam's over here. I'm going to let him taste one of each, or just take a bite of each, and he can tell me which one he prefers. The softer one or the more crunchy one. But I just wanted to warn you about the cooking time on these, and you decide. You know, whether you want some that are softer or the more crunchy ones. Okay, Sam? These are I Want to Marry You cookies. You're going to have a lot of girls chasing you after you eat these. Or give some away. Alright, you're eating the softer one first. Mm-hmm. And now, the crunchy one.
They're both delicious. My personal preference would be the softer ones.
The softer ones. Alright guys, it's up to you.
They're both delicious.
I don't know why it took so long in my oven. I know my oven's okay, but just a heads up on that. But thank you for coming in and spending part of your day with me. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And maybe you get somebody chasing you to the altar with these. I don't know. That's what the recipe says. So until next time, you take care.